What's going on, guys? Aero here, and guys, if you have a Nintendo Switch and a mobile device, then chances are that you've probably tried out the Nintendo Switch Online app. Now, this is an app that Nintendo came out with a few weeks ago, and this is the app that allows you to have voice chat with your friends while you're playing on the Nintendo Switch. Now, if you've been keeping up to date with the reviews for this app and what people are saying about this app, then I'm sure a lot of you guys know that many people are not satisfied with the Nintendo Switch app, and a lot of people don't like using it. And the reason for this is just because of the many things that you're forced to do on your phone if you want to use this app to talk with your friends and play online. Now, the one big thing that I know a lot of people don't like about the Nintendo Switch Online app is how you have to keep the screen on your phone on at all times while you're using the app to talk with your friends. Now, many times when you have an app to use to talk with your friends, like in a group or something, you're able to turn off the phone or like put it in sleep mode while the app is still running just to preserve the battery. And so in an app like Skype, you're able to just put your phone in sleep mode, turn off the screen, and you still be able to talk with your friends and have voice chat possible. But on the Nintendo Switch Online app, if you want to use it to talk with your friends, you're not able to put the phone in sleep mode and you have to keep the screen on at all times. And I'm sure a lot of you guys know that if you keep the screen on your phone at all times, that's going to start draining the battery really fast, and that's going to be a problem for many people, especially if you're already playing on the Nintendo Switch with like a pretty low battery on your phone. Then you're not going to be able to get that much playtime out of your phone and still be able to have voice chat with your friends. So that's definitely a bit of an issue. And I know you guys could say like, oh well, you could just turn down the brightness on your phone and that's gonna make it a little bit better, but either way it's still gonna be reducing the battery pretty fast on your phone, and that's not a good thing. I know a lot of other apps that don't do this, so that's one thing that I know a lot of people don't like about the Nintendo Switch Online app. Now, another thing that I know many people don't like about the Nintendo Switch Online app is how you have to be within the app at all times for you to be able to hear your friends and for your friends to be able to hear you. Now, in many times when you have apps like this where you're using them to talk with your friends, as long as the app is still running in the background, you're able to back out of the app and do other things on your phone. But in this Nintendo Switch Online app, you have to be in the app at all times for your friends to be able to hear you and for you to be able to hear your friends. And if you have any types of interruptions that happen between this, you're not going to be able to hear your friends, and your friends are not going to be able to hear anything you say into your microphone. So like if you're talking with your friends and you get like a text message or some type of notification that comes up on your phone, anything that you said during that notification time span is not going to be heard by any of your friends. And you can't even do anything else on your phone at all. Like you can't back out of your phone to reply to a quick text message, you can't back out to go check on Twitter or anything. You can't do anything on your phone, and your phone will solely be dedicated to just having voice chat on this app, and you have to keep that app open at all times. So now you know why many people don't like using the Nintendo Switch Online app and why many people are not satisfied by it. And so today, I want to talk to you guys about my sort of dream update that will fix all of the problems that are on the Nintendo Switch Online app, as well as the Nintendo Switch system in general, and how this update can make the Nintendo Switch Online a really great experience. So I've actually made some cool concept screenshots in Photoshop of all of the stuff that I'm trying to say in this dream update, so hopefully these screenshots will give you a good idea of all of the features and things that I'm talking about in this video. But I'm still really confused as to why Nintendo decided to use a mobile device for all of their online stuff on the Nintendo Switch. Now, from the way I see it, I think that Nintendo could have made an awesome online experience all from the Nintendo Switch by doing two simple things. The first thing that they needed to do was put a headphone jack on the Nintendo Switch Pro controller, and the second thing is put a headphone jack on the Joy-Con grip. So now if you want to play with your Nintendo Switch docked and on the TV, and if you want to talk with your friends online, all you have to do is get your Pro controller, put your headset and the headphone jack on the Pro controller, and talk with your friends and play online. And if you want to have all of this possible with just the stuff that comes out of the box and don't want to spend the money on a Pro controller, then all you have to do is put your Joy-Cons on the Joy-Con grip, put your headset into the headphone jack on the Joy-Con grip, and you can talk with your friends and have your Nintendo Switch docked. And as we all know, if you take your Switch on the go with you, there's already a headphone jack on the Switch console itself, so you can just put your headset in the headphone jack there and still play with your friends and have the Switch portable. So I think that this would have solved all the issues with voice chat and have everything possible just from the Switch console itself. I don't know why Nintendo decided to use a mobile mobile device. I don't know if they actually gave an official reason for this, but if they did, you guys can let me know down below in the comments. The only thing I can think of is if they had it with the portable mode on the Nintendo Switch, maybe the battery might have drained really fast if they had you using the headphones and all of that online stuff, so it might have looked bad if they had the Switch battery going by like in an hour if it drained really fast. So to make it not look as bad, they decided to use the mobile device as a separate device to have online stuff. That's the only reason I can think of, but if they have an official reason that they talked about as to why they used a mobile device, definitely let me know down below. So let's talk a little bit about what I like to see from the stream update. Now the first thing that I'm going to show you guys is the Nintendo Switch home screen and sort of the updated version that I have with the concept art, and you guys can see right here that it looks pretty much exactly the same as it is currently, except I've added a brand new icon on the bottom row there. Now this new icon is something that I'm calling lobbies, and this would make it really easy to do all of your online interactions right from the Nintendo Switch system itself. So let me show you guys what it would look like if you actually clicked on this icon, and yeah, you guys can see right here that it's going to take you to this menu, which looks pretty cool. And then on this menu you can see at the top it'll show you all of your friends that are online. So this is really convenient because if you want to have like a play session with some of your friends, it's not going to make you keep backing out from your Switch to see which ones are online and which of your friends are not online. So it'll be really convenient to see all of that right from here. And now on the bottom here you can see that I have 4 options. Now the first option that I have here says create lobby, and the one thing that I don't like about Splatoon 2 is that if you want to play with voice chat with your friends, you actually have to go to a specific mode within the game called online lounge, and then like invite your friends from there and play with voice chat from that. And I think it would be much easier to do if you had the voice chat stuff all within the Switch software itself, and so that's where this create a lobby option comes into play. And I think it'll be really cool because if you tapped on this create a lobby option, it'll show you all of your friends that are online, and all of the friends that you want to invite into a lobby. All you have to do is click on their names and it'll instantly send them an invite, and no matter what they're doing on their Switch, they'll actually get a notification to the side, and I'll show you guys right now. You'll see it like come on your screen as well. It'll just come up on the side and it'll say like you've been invited to this lobby, and then from there they can back out to the menu and go to their invites and be able to join your lobby from there. Because the one thing that I don't like about Splatoon 2 or just the voice chat on the Switch right now is that if you all want to play with voice chat, you all have to be playing Splatoon 2. And if you do this create a lobby option, it could be like you can all be playing different games and still be able to talk with each other. So one person could be playing Mario Kart, someone else could be playing Zelda, you could be playing ARMS, and I could be playing Splatoon 2, and we could all be able to talk with each other and still be able to communicate. And I think that this would be a really cool option to have on the Switch. Now the next option that I have here says create game specific lobby, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are wondering like what's the difference between this and the create a lobby option. And now this option is going to be dedicated to all of those team based games where you're going to be talking with your teammates, and it's actually going to split you guys up once the game is begun so that you're only going to be able to talk with your teammates and not the other people, so that they have an advantage of what you guys are doing. So pretty much exactly what it does in Splatoon 2 right now, and I think that this would be good, but they can actually do this with all of the games that are team based and not just Splatoon 2. So I think that this would be really cool if like you're playing battle mode in Mario Kart, and like if you're playing like Renegade Roundup or something like that, then you guys can all communicate on your team and you guys can communicate on the other team as well. So it'll be really easy for you guys to communicate in any type of game. If you're playing like ARMS and if you guys are doing like a 2v2, then you could talk with your partner and the opponents can talk to each other as well. So this is like going to be for all of those games where there's teams and stuff involved, and so it'll split you guys up and you guys will know who to talk to, and it's only going to be your teammates, and you're not going to be giving information to the other team. Next up, I've got an option that says messages, and now this is pretty simple. I have a screenshot of it as well and like what it would look like, and yeah, you guys can see right here that this is pretty much just like a messaging system right on the Nintendo Switch software. And I'm actually surprised that the Switch doesn't have something like this, because they actually had something like this in Miiverse on the Wii U. And if you guys remember that, there was like a messages option where you could just talk with your friends and talk to other people that are on your friend list, and you could send them messages and stuff. So I think it would be really cool to have something like this on the Switch, because then you guys could communicate to each other and say like, let's do a salmon run at this time, or let's do something like this, and you guys could plan stuff to each other, and you can also talk with people as well. You could send each other screenshots and stuff. I think it would just be really cool to have some way of communicating to your friends on the Switch. And finally, the last mode that I have on this menu is invites, and this is basically where you'll go if you ever get invited to a lobby, and you're going to be able to join from there. So I'll show you guys what it would look like, and you guys can see right there that like it'll show you all of your friends that have invited you to things, and you guys can click there and like accept them if you want to join them, or you can decline them and give like a reason why, or you don't even have to, you can just decline and do something else. So this is where you can go to your invites, and I think that something like this is so necessary on the Switch, because right now there's no way of actually inviting your friends all from the Switch system itself, because like the problem is, like let's say in Splatoon 2 I want to create a lobby, a private lobby, and have some of my friends that are online on the Switch be able to join. Now the thing is, they're not going to even know that I have a private lobby open unless they're on that menu where they're looking at all of the friends that are online in Splatoon 2 and they happen to see that I'm online and I've created a room. There's like no way for me to invite my friends. So like if someone is even playing Rainmaker or something online, and if they're online and I want to have them join my room, there's no way for me to tell them like come to my room. I'd have to contact them like using something like a phone or Twitter or something. So I think it would be awesome to have some type of inviting system just built into the Switch software itself, so it's easy for people to know when they're invited to something and join from there. So by now, I'm sure a lot of you guys are thinking, well Aero, this is a really cool concept to have on the Switch, but what about the app? I'm sure you know Nintendo wants to do everything with the app, so what do you want the app to look like? And I've actually created a screenshot of what I want the Switch app to look like as well, and yeah, you guys can see right here that it's really similar to exactly what's on the Switch system, and yeah, you guys can see that you have your entire lobby and all of the people that you're talking to, so that's going to be cool. You can also mute people as well if they're getting like annoying, or you could turn off your mic and stuff like that, so that's going to be cool. You can have all of those options right from your phone. And then down below you can see that we have messages, and I think it would be really cool if you could have your messages synced up from your Switch and on your phone at the same time, so that if someone sends you a message and you're not on your Switch right now, or if you're like far from your Switch, if it pops up on your phone, you could still be able to reply from your phone. So I think that would be really cool. If someone's saying like, yo, do you want to play ARMS right now or something, and you're not on your Switch, you could say like, okay, give me a second, I'll be online in a few minutes. I think it would just be awesome if you could have all those communications right from your mobile device as well. And then down below you can see the invites, so you can see like if someone has invited you to like Salmon Run or something, you can see that come up on your phone as well and say like, okay, I'm not online right now, give me a few minutes, I'll come online. Or you can say like, I'm busy, but at least you'll be able to see all of the invites and what people are inviting you to. And if you know like, okay, someone's inviting me to like a Splatfest or something, and if you really want to go, then you could just reply with a message or something and say like, okay, I'll be there in a second, just give me a few minutes. I think it would be really cool to have all of that integrated right onto the mobile device and on the Switch console itself. Now down below we have something called game specific services, and this is like what's already on the Switch app right now, where it says like Splatnet 2 and stuff, and like how you can order gear in Splatoon and check out your statistics and stuff. So that's pretty much where like you can get to all of that stuff from clicking on that option. And down below we've got a bunch of cool things that are on the Switch system right now, and I don't know if this could actually be possible to get on the mobile device, but if it could somehow work, I think it would be awesome. So the first thing that we have here is news, and I think it would just be awesome to have all of your news come up on your phone as well. And then next up we have the eShop, and I think it would be so sick if you could actually like order stuff from your eShop on with like the app online, and like it would download to your Switch, and then by the time you get home it'll already be downloaded and ready to play. That would be awesome. The next thing we have here is the albums, so I think it would be really cool if the albums and like the screenshots that you take on the Switch could be synced up to your phone, and like you could get those screenshots on your phone as well, and then post them to Twitter and stuff like that from your phone. You could text message them to your friends and stuff, so I think that would be really cool. And then finally we have the controller option. Now I don't really think that this could work, but if somehow they could figure out a way to make the controllers work, so like you could actually make like you could find your controllers by pressing the vibrate button, because I'm sure you guys know that you could do that on the Switch. I think that would be really cool. Like if you don't even have to have your Switch console with you, and you can figure out where your Joy-Cons are if they're missing, that would be really cool. And so there you go guys, those are all of the changes that I'd like to see on the Nintendo Switch system, as well as the Nintendo Switch app. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to click that like button. I'd really appreciate it if you do. I put a lot of hard work into creating all of these concept art images, so it'd be awesome if you guys could click that like button, and also comment down below on what you guys think of all of the ideas that I have. Do you guys agree with some of them? Do you guys not agree with some? Definitely let me know what are your thoughts for the Nintendo Switch app and what you'd like to see for the Nintendo Switch online experience as well. If you're new to this channel, please be sure to subscribe. I've got a lot of cool Nintendo content that's going to be coming in the future, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on that. Go follow me on Twitter at Aero if you ever want to tweet me something or ask me something. I'm always able to reply to everyone on Twitter, so definitely go and follow me there. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching.